fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the Divisional Round of the NFL playoffs. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
2nd and 11 now. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Handoff comes to Cook. Cook able to escape and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start the drive with Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 46. Mike 46. Big cut. Big stop. Let's go. Switch, switch, switch. 22.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Out of the gun, Fields. This will be caught. It's Waddle. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 76 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From midfield now, Lawrence. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. They'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 9. Kill. Check 31. Check.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Melvin Gordon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On first down, it's Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Devontae Smith deep to return. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. They'll roll him out right. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. On play action, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm here all day. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check safety. 22 jet bombers.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Titan, Tyrann Mathieu, with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
46 to Mike.
Fields on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Cook following the penalty, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Fields. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Play action. Fields. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. A shotgun snap, Fields. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and
the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Solomon Thomas coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Let's go one more.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Chris Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Fields now to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And the Titans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. But it's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Titans, gain of 12. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. No.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Lawrence. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, seam 6.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Titans are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Fields. Right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, "Great job, guys." Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Pick it up,
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Chris Jones now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Here's Chris Jones now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to